Okay, so I didn't really think I would plan to make a part 4, but when I just noticed I got made lots of new custom figures, I was like, I need to do a custom figure collection part 4. So that's what I'm doing. So now we have 12 custom figures. So yeah, let's get to it. So here's the first one, which is a new clay figure. Here we got Maylen from Pokemon. So yeah, the hair was kind of a bit difficult. Oh yeah, in case wondering what's with this, it's so she could stand. Yeah. And in case wondering why doesn't have eyes and mouth, well, if you watch my previous videos, custom figure videos, that I said I planning to do like a video with these and edit and animate them. So yeah. But if it gets too weird, then I'll add the eyes and the mouth. So yeah. Here we got the next one, which I believe you guys might recognize. Sharmo, one of my new OC figures that I made. So yeah, probably one of my favorites so far, or kinda, because I did the dry brushing to make it all fire effect, and I did not mean to drop him. And yeah, he appeared in origin stories about my OCs, and the one where he fought King Ghidorah. So yeah, man, I just like how he turns out. Next up that I made is another one that you guys might remember. The Saurophaganax from Dinosaur King. Yeah, he only appeared in one video and it's reviewing with this. So yeah, I like how he turns out. I feel like it's one of the most difficult this one that I ever made because of how big he is. It's even bigger than my Carcharodontosaurus toy. Man. Next one that I made is Mobzilla, which obviously you guys might remember. He only appeared one, just like the Saurophaganax, but it's just reviewing it. But I plan to do a video with this, and people who are watching this, comment down below, who should Mobzilla fight? Godzilla, Shin Godzilla, or Mega Godzilla? Comment down below, who do you want Mobzilla to fight? Next up that I made, here we got the anti-Cyber Gomorrah. Yeah, I got 2 Cyber Gomorrah figures, and I thought, why won't I paint this and do something else? So I thought I just made my own, which is called Anti-Cyber Gomorrah. And I like how he turns out. Yeah, I just like how he looks. I mean, you can, but it's still probably my least favorite. I'm not saying I hate it though, but it's just probably my least favorite because you can kind of still see the blue. So yeah, it's pretty difficult, but hey, still look pretty good. Next up I made is the Popovinator. So I just thought an idea of getting another, not getting another. So I just got another Poposaurus, and I thought painting one into something else, and this got my mind. Poposaurus and Concavenator almost look a lot alike because of the thing, and I thought, why won't I paint the Poposaurus into the textures of a Concavenator? It's kind of like a Pokemon evolution. So yeah, Popovinator. Yeah, and that's how Popovinator was born. And I want to say the eyes just turns out really well. So yeah, just like Giganotorox, the eyes turn out well. And now, first Giganotorox eyes turn out really well, and now the Popovinator looks pretty cool. Next up that I made is Cyber Nightmarosaurus. So yeah, I like how it turns out really well. So my idea is I decided to add cyber wings on its back, add like a cyber claw and a canyon, excuse me, on the other hand. So yeah, and I want to say he turns out really well, which I really like. And he only appeared one video, which is the origin stories about my OCs, but I plan to make a future video with this, but it might take a while because there's some series that I had to finish. So the next custom figure that I made is this Cyborg X. So I use this some sort of dragon, and I'm not sure if it's Bakugan. It's from Bakugan though, just can't tell. And I thought painting it into something else, and I just have trying to give this a name, and Cyborg X just got my mind, and I decided to make this a female and be as Cyber Nightmarosaurus' sister. So yeah. So the next one I made does this guy look familiar to you guys? If you guys now know what it is, then yes, it is Nightmare Nightmarosaurus. And this, he's just like, he doesn't even stand. But maybe on hard floor though. Yeah. So yeah, I've made a Nightmare Nightmarosaurus, and it turns out really well. Man, my hands are just slippy. Yeah. The next one I made is also that you guys might be familiar. It is Mega Nightmarosaurus. Nightmare Nightmarosaurus' rival. So yeah. Turns out really well. So yeah. Man, I just like how these two both did well. So yeah. And here is the next one that I made. It is, which I'm actually made this today. It is Space Nightmarosaurus. So yeah, it turns out really well. So yeah. And when I just noticed, when I push its mouth, it actually gets stuck in there. Before I just painted it, the mouth was just like loose, but now it gets really stuck. So yeah, and Space Nightmarosaurus will appear in some future videos though. So yeah. But just like Cyber Nightmarosaurus, it will take a while. So yeah. And here is the last one, which I also made this today. Latias. Okay, so I didn't have Latias, I only have Latios, but when I just saw another Latios toy, I was like, you know what, screw it. I'm just gonna have to make my own Latias. And I had to say, it turns out really well. So yeah, even though the white paint isn't right, yeah, I just had to color what it needs to be, what needs to be red and what does not need to be. So yeah. And I actually kept some white parts in there. The only part I paint is to cover this though. So yeah. And the eyes actually turned out really well. So yeah. But there's a thing, what I should have done is probably get like either gray paint or mix with white and gray to get the right color of this. But it still looks pretty good. So yeah, now I have a Latias toy now. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Man, I have lots of custom figure collections now. So yeah. And now guys, comment down below which ones are your favorite in part 4. And the thing that hopefully I'll do in the future is get like bigger bottles of paint and a bigger brush, because if I get those, then I might be able to paint another figure. Let's say you guys would know what I would paint this into. But for now, see you later guys, and bye for now.